Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi there, hopefully
Good morning.
you can see us. Welcome to the Delta Airlines and Virgin Australia webinar. Please bear with us because this is the first time we've done one of these. So I'm Jackie from Delta Airlines.
And I'm Nikki from Virgin Australia.
All right, first off, we want to just point out a couple of things just to help you if you haven't done a webinar like this before. Top right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a little red arrow which should open up a wee box that's got an information kind of screen on it. If you scroll down, you'll see there's a question area on there. You can, during the webinar, if you've got any questions, please just type them in there, and at the end of the webinar session, we will answer them for you. And just also to let you know that we're recording this, and we can send you a copy if you'd like to share it with any of your colleagues. We also can send you a PDF copy of the presentation at the end of it as well if you wish. Alrighty, let's get going. Okie dokie. I'm going to actually get rid of us off the screen, so bye. All right, so hopefully we will. Why are we not starting? Okay, here we go. Right, first of all, I just want to have a quick chat about the incentive that we're doing with the My Travel group. If you would like to enter the opportunity to come on a FMIL trip with us, we are asking you to submit 2 tickets, 2 Trans-Pacific tickets, New Zealand to the US via Australia, obviously. Either DL or VA plated, it doesn't matter. Automatically the top 2 sellers will go in and get seats on the FMIL to San Francisco and Seattle in June. There will be other places available, and we do have a special webinar offer for those of you who are with us today. If you would like to, again, go into the draw to come to grab one of those seats, we've got 1 seat that we're holding for webinar attendees. All we're asking you to do is answer 4 trivia questions at the end of the webinar. They're fairly easy, and you don't have to give the answers right away right now. Just, again, send it to the Delta@Walsh Group email address at the bottom with "Be in to win" as the subject line. Righty-ho, let's get on with the webinar. First of all, just wanted to touch very briefly on our network that we share, obviously, out of this part of the world. Virgin Australia fly between Australia and LA from Sydney and Brisbane at the moment, and from April this year from Melbourne as well. We have 2 flights between us out of Sydney. Delta has an aircraft that comes down daily, and of course Virgin do as well. Trans-Tasman, we use VA across the Tasman, so out of Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch, Dunedin and Queenstown. Obviously our Delta network within the States is pretty extensive, and out of LA now we have, I think it's over 50 non-stop destinations from LA to parts of the States. The other thing that we just wanted to reiterate with you is that the frequent flyer programs between Delta and Virgin are reciprocal, and also our lounges, if your clients are travelling in business class, they will automatically get access to our lounges across the States. We want to just touch on some of the similarities between our products. In business class, Delta Airlines has a lie flat bed, and so does Virgin Australia. We also have the extra legroom on both aircraft. We use 777s, both airlines use 777s, and our economy class from Australia up to the States is full service, including beverages, food, entertainment, everything. 2 checked bags all the way through, ex-New Zealand at 23 kilos each. So Virgin are honouring that on the Tasman, so it's from New Zealand.
And that also includes if you do have a stopover in the States, that your through checked luggage will be the 2 pieces into your final destination as well.
Right, just want to go on to touch on a couple of the Delta highlights. Delta One is our international business class product. So this lovely picture here that you can see on your screen, I hope, this is our new Delta One business class product that we will be getting very shortly on our aircraft. It's fantastic. It has a fully enclosed pod style, so it's the first of the carriers to have a business class that has a private pod. Lie flat beds up the front, and you can see all the other things that we have in that class. Delta Comfort Plus is our upgrade option for economy. So first 4 rows of the cabin, extra legroom, extra seat pitch. Domestically, they also get priority boarding, which, as you know, if you've travelled in the States, can be a bit of a bun fight to get your luggage in the overhead locker. So priority boarding means they can come on board, get their bags, and they have dedicated overhead locker space. We can book it now through the GDS. It doesn't have to be an ancillary upgrade anymore, but you can do it after you've ticketed as an upgrade online as well. Economy class, as I mentioned before, our economy is full service between Australia and New Zealand. Domestically in the States, we do have complimentary snacks and Coca-Cola products, and tea and coffee, of course, on board all of our aircraft. Depending on the length of the flight does depend on what is available on the menu, but we are offering it free of charge. Complimentary entertainment on board, and the bags. If you are ticketing a separate Delta ticket in the States, there will be a baggage fee. Obviously, if it's a full international ticket all the way through ex-New Zealand, they're going to get those bags going through with no extra charge. But if you're doing additional flights that are on a separate ticket, there will be a US $25 for the first bag and $35 for the second bag. Delta Studio is our in-flight entertainment system, and it is, as I mentioned before, free on all flights. It's a fantastic system. Not all of our aircraft have got seatback TV screens. Those that do, obviously you can plug in your own headsets. They have a single jack point, so any old earbuds will do. And if the aircraft doesn't have seatback TV screens, we have still via the Wi-Fi network you can have access to the entertainment system, but you would have to have your own handheld device, a bit like VA do on the Tasman. As I mentioned, Wi-Fi is available on all our domestic fleet, and we also have it now available on our long haul between Australia and New Zealand, Australia and the States. There is a fee to use the Wi-Fi, but it is available there for business people or anyone that wants to check their Facebook page. Just very quickly, these are our hubs in the States. Atlanta is Delta's headquarters, and these are some of our other big hubs that we have across the States, just for your information. And that's it from me. Now we'll move on to Nikki's Virgin Australia highlights.
Wonderful, thank you. Well, as you're able to see from our slide, so looking at a typical fare, you'd be doing VA across the Tasman, and then either your Delta or your VA product up to LA. Now the difference with our Trans-Tasman product, it is slightly different from your long haul product. And I just thought I would touch base on a couple of things to note in regards to those slight differences. So one being your in-flight entertainment. So across our Tasman fleet, it is via the downloadable app. So this is a bring your own device scenario on all of our Trans-Tasman flights. So as long as your customers have downloaded the app prior to boarding, and usually even prior to going to the airport, because the app size is slightly larger than what the allowance is at the airport's Wi-Fi. So I always recommend to do that. But then once they pick up either a Delta or a VA 777 out of Australia, that is when our fully serviced product does kick into gear, and they won't require their own device. It will be via the seatback entertainment. So also a great thing that we now have with our new airfare structure on VA is that you can now have a fully serviced product out of Australia, out of New Zealand. Sorry. So given that your flight is, or your fare is attached to an international Trans-Pacific fare, you get meals and you get that full beverage service across the Tasman also. So you now are receiving that fully serviced product all the way out of New Zealand, which is a great change for us. Luxury leather seats, so as you can see on the screen here, the configuration of the aircraft is 3-3, and then we've got 8 seats in the front for our business class passengers. So now moving on to our Trans-Pacific flights, so out of Australia, and as Jackie said, we've got out of Sydney and out of Brisbane, and then kicking into gear in April is going to be our Melbourne services as well. So this is going to be the same. We fly a 777-300 aircraft up on those routes, and this is our new business class product to the business, which will be on all of those aircraft. So fully lie flat bed, it's really a unique experience on board the business. You can really choose the experience that you have. In regards to, we have a fully a la carte 3-course dinner, or it's probably more like 6 courses if we're realistic, but you can have the choice of having that full service, or you can have an express dining service if you do have a regular business class traveller. So you can really experience and choose how you want to experience the business class product. Which is great, but it's a brand new product, beautiful PJs and the amenities kit that you get, and as you can see, it's a reverse hair bowing configuration. So if you do have people travelling together, I'd always recommend to seat them in the middle of the aircraft, and they've got a divider they can pull up, and so they can have their dinners and watch movies together. So starting at the front of the aircraft, we'll slightly move back to our new premium economy product also. Now this is on all of our 777s again, so Australia up to LA. So we've done a slight change in our premium economy products. We have reduced the number of seating from 36 to just 24, and what that's really allowed is for a true premium economy product. So now we have, with the reduced amount of seats, there's more space in your overhead lockers as well, but it's providing that real premium service, so it's not such a jump up from our economy product as well. You have your dedicated cabin crew. It is inspired by the business class menu, but it is not the business class menu that is served, but you do have your dedicated cabin crew. So as you can see, I won't go through every single thing that you do get in premium, but I'm sure that you're aware of what a premium economy product offers. So in just a slightly bigger seat back screen to your economy. So it is there, really is something there for everybody these days. And with that said, very much similar to the Delta product, we have our Economy Space Plus, which is that extra leg room. It's still in the economy cabin, but just with a few slight added extras. So as Jackie mentioned, the same with Delta, you do have that priority boarding as well. So even though the space in the overhead locker is the same, but because you're on the aircraft first, you'll get first preference of where your bags go. You are serviced by the economy cabin crew. However, if your buzzer goes first and someone else buzzer goes and they are not sitting in economy space, you do get served first. So it's almost someone that is an economy traveller, but they still want a little bit more space, or they want their hand held a little bit more, that this product is definitely there for them. And that's the first 5 rows of the cabin and all exit rows of the main cabin. So as you'll see, that's probably it the product-wise for VA, but on your screen now, hopefully you'll be able to see all of the key contacts. So I will just go through all of our VA contacts, and then Jackie can talk on her Delta. So we have 3 account managers across New Zealand. So myself, Nikki, so I look after the part for the North Island. We've got Vaimoa, who also looks after the North Island as well, and Terry, which he's been around for a few years now, so I'm sure from the South Island, much of you would have had communications with him, so he looks after the whole South Island. So all of our contact details there, and our sales support email address, va.agentshelpdesk at the bottom, along with our 0800 number.
And as most of you hopefully will know, I'm the New Zealand Delta contact, but we do have sales support here at the Walsh Group for anything that you've got, any ticketing questions, any bookings, anything you need a bit of help with, maybe you need some special seating, whatever, please give our sales support team a call or drop them an email. Alex and Gillian are our main sales support guys here, so one of them will either respond to your email or answer your call. Now, these are the questions. Jot them down for the quiz to enter the opportunity to get that last seat on the FAMIL trip. Please, again, as I said before, we're going to send out this as a PDF copy, so you don't have to be too stressed about writing them down, but have a look at them. They're fairly easy. And just a reminder that if you do want to enter the competition or enter the incentive, either this way or by selling tickets, selling seats, then please send your entries and your answers to delta@walshgroup.com. by the end of March, and we'll be making doing the draw just after that. So that's it from us. Thank you so much for coming on board. I'll just see if we've got any questions from anyone. No, everyone's happy. Yay! So hopefully everyone has enjoyed it, and you've got some information you feel like it's been useful. We would really appreciate any feedback from you regarding this as well. So please do drop us a note or an email or something just to give us your feedback. We'd really appreciate it.
And feel free, if you do have any questions post this that you haven't asked yet, as said, please send them through. We're happy to help and make your life easier in selling our product.
Alrighty,
Wonderful.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Cheers.
Bye.